Why does this taste like pickles?
Taste comes from your olfactory glands. Getting it now, it's the smell. That tastes like pickles, you're right.
I'm telling you. Ready? One.
Wait. One. Message on 3, 2, 1.
What's up?
What's up?
How we doing?
We're doing
good. It is a Sunday night, late night on a Sunday. Feel like it's a good time to be here.
Yeah, summer's right around the corner. We're happy to be here, guys. Haven't seen y'all in a little bit.
It has been a while.
It's been a minute since we've chatted, since we've conversed with y'all, but we're happy to be back, making content as always, doing our best to stay active on here. So it's a pleasure doing business. We just went to Silver Diner, the new Silver Diner.
Fire. It looks good.
In Boston.
It was good.
My man, who didn't tell us his name, so I don't know his name, but he was a great server.
Yeah.
We had a great little dinner going on, some breakfast, some chicken.
Dude, I'm so full. I absolutely tore into a buffalo chicken sandwich. What did you have?
I had some chocolate chip buttermilk pancakes, and they slapped. They were just what I needed.
With a chunky monkey banana shake. That's pretty good.
Yeah, word to the wise, if you're at Silver Diner, milkshakes are huge. So
yeah, pretty good.
You're definitely gonna have your dairy, enough dairy that you need for the entire month in one sitting, but probably worth it. Right?
Yeah, absolutely. Last time we were on the pod together, you guys saw we had an Uber Eats driver come in and join us for a little bit. I don't think that will happen tonight, but
hey, we might have a special guest here and there, so stay tuned. Mally Mercury, shout out to the GOAT.
Yeah, shout out to Mally.
Shout out to Otis, because he's an Otis. You remember that when he said that? Bro,
yeah.
So this guy pulled up. We'll just give a little recap. Pulled up, said his name, and said he's an artist, but I thought he said...
He thought you were saying
his name was Otis. So I was telling him the whole night, yeah, bro, this dude named Otis was so cool.
Yeah, and I had no idea what he was talking about. So, there was a whole, miscommunication between us.
Yeah.
And long story short, we talked to him afterwards. He's a cool guy, artist, up and coming, doing big stuff. But it was a super spontaneous moment, which was pretty cool. So shout out to you, Mally. Keep doing your thing. Yeah, it was a good time. Good night.
All right. Speaking of the One Drink series, let me get us some waters.
Yeah.
That probably smell
any brand we can sponsor with, or what you got in there?
They smell like pickles.
Oh, jeez.
Which kind of... Someone left the pickle thing open in my cooler.
Really? I think that was me. That was me. Sorry.
It's okay.
I gotta clean the cooler probably. Yeah, sorry.
It's fine. Just a pickle. It didn't spill.
Good water choice.
Aquafina in the building.
You know what we should talk about first?
Fiends?
Fiends for water. What are your favorite brands of water? Not that you can tell the difference of the taste necessarily, but what are your favorite? What are your go-to? At the market you see it and you're like, what are you grabbing?
At the market, bro?
Yeah.
Bro, I'm not pulling up to a market and getting some bottled water out here. I'm getting it from the tap, my guy.
What if you're a giant and you see, there goes the light.
Should I put this side up?
Amateurs.
Should I put this side up or down? Because I feel like it would lean better if it was this.
I didn't think of that.
If I go to the market,
for
usually
one bottle.
What are
you going for? Body Armor? Wait, no, they don't make
Body Armor.
They don't make water.
I do have a brand that I usually go for, and I think it's Smart Water. No.
I was thinking Body
Elite.
Why does this taste like pickles?
Because you're smelling it. Half of your taste comes from your
olfactory glands.
Dude, I feel like I'm drinking vinegar.
Bro, you're capping, bro.
No, I'm not.
Like, all right, I'm getting it now. It's the smell.
Not.
Bro. This
Crazy.
That tastes like pickles, you're right.
I'm telling you. It's pickle juice. It's a scam. This Dasani, what are we even drinking?
Aquafina. You can't have Dasani. That's like
Dasani.
I've heard that's bad.
But Dasani water bottles, they sell them at the movie theaters. That's like where you find them. From what I remember, if you want water at a theater, like they sell Dasani.
What do you mean you find them? Like
the only time I drink Dasani is at a movie theater.
Okay.
And like the bottle feels good to hold.
Bro, why? This tastes like pickles.
It does.
You said it?
I might just not drink any water forever.
I'm thirsty. All right. Speaking of thirst, I don't like
thirst.
Yeah, thirst traps. Let's get on the topic of thirst traps. If you are in a relationship with someone, what are your thoughts on your significant other thirst trapping the internet all the time? Are you pro thirst or anti thirst? And what would you say if they did it? Or would you say nothing?
You know, it could go a couple ways. I think one, if your bae is like how do I get into this? If it's pretty obvious to tell if there's intent behind it, I would say. I feel like a guy can tell if there's intent with a thirst trap, clearly. So I think good intentions of a thirst trap are okay in the sense of like, if your girl is like a big gym goer and she likes fitness content, if she is a beach goer and she's always in a bikini and you live by the beach or like that kind of stuff, I think like it's totally okay if in a relationship. But I think like there are like bad intents of thirst traps. And
why do you think it's called a thirst trap?
I think it's an excuse for people to put out content that is
it's like a trap
to test the waters on like who's maybe interested in you, and it's attention. It's straightly put, like it's attention. It's to get attention.
Yeah.
But that's what I would say. I think at times like there's ways that I think it's all right, but it depends on the person's lifestyle. I think. What about you?
I think thirst traps are good when they're good and bad when they're bad.
Yeah.
And when I say that, I mean that when you post something with a purpose, it can be good. You know, it can be a little targeted. It can be, you're like talking to someone a little bit and it's good timing. It can be beneficial to, you know, give yourself a little bit more limelight per se, make that person a little bit more aware of what's going on.
Yeah.
But if you're just trying to fish, line, and hook anyone out there and just trapping everybody,
especially in a relationship,
that is a different story. So I think it depends on the type of net you're trying to cast out there.
Are you talking like being single and doing it, or like in a relationship?
I'm talking about both.
Oh, I took it as like in a relationship.
And it kind of goes, for me, it kind of goes the same way. Like, if you're trying to put yourself out there for everyone, then you never know who can, I don't know.
I mean, you can also tell when someone puts a thirst trap out and like
sometimes people are just doing it just to hear things and just to like get positive reinforcement from everyone.
You know when it's a thirst trap.
Know?
Like if that person's never put that kind of stuff out before, it's so obvious. Like maybe they've just broken up and it's like, oh yeah, okay. You know where to find thirst traps? There's one platform where you can find the thirst traps. You got to dig A little bit, but they're there.
They're there, and you,
Which one's that?
ladies and gentlemen, know where that is at.
That is Visco. Visco is the thirst trap encyclopedia, the dictionary.
It is a content beautiful place for content, beautiful place for some creation and
for example,
and some love and some scenery,
just all of it. If you got a date with someone, first date, and before you go on that date, like, you want to be certain that, like, you are attracted to this person physically because you haven't met him yet. Where do you go? What do you do?
Visco. Listen, I started talking to someone through Visco because, Instagram can be a little loud sometimes.
Oh, you DM someone on Visco?
Oh. No. I started liking their photos on Visco.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say, because that's something new.
But when you're on Instagram, there's hundreds, sometimes thousands of people liking these photos. But maybe you go on Visco and you're one of five, and they say, "Hey, who that be? Who that be over there looking at my photos?" You know what I mean?
Damn.
So listen, guys, if you're trying to get caught, be a little fish in that trap.
Fish in the trap, birds in the trap,
bees in the trap.
Yeah, I actually do. So I did that recently, but it was a pre-first date thing, and it turned out I didn't go on that date.
That's good. You got to do your research.
I mean, hey, all
right. Second question. I got a question for you, Victor.
Hit me.
And I don't know why this came to my mind, but it just did, and we're going to roll with it. And we're going to both look back on this video when we're both either getting married or already married, and we're going to be like, oh, wow. So this question revolves around...
I can't even think of that.
I know, and that's why it's just makes sense to do it now so we can look back on it in however many years it takes. Anyways, on your wedding day, what kind of a wedding do you want to have? Do you want to have, you answer 3 questions really quickly. Mm-hmm. Small wedding or big wedding? Crazy dance party or something casual? And what's a good third question for a wedding? Where is it going to be? Home? Somewhere, travel destination, or somewhere cool?
First part, big, small. I gotta say towards the bigger end, only because of my family and the size of my family. So that's that. Second part, the vibe, casual, dressy, crazy. I'd probably say, I want people to show up looking like class, dressing nice.
What kind of tux are you gonna wear?
Not black tie. We're talking probably for me.
Yeah. What are you pulling up in? Can you envision that right now, or not really? But I can see you in a white, bro. White, full out white with a black bow tie, bro.
White and black, that could be tough. Or like a blue suit.
Okay.
Blue tux, navy, something dark blue. I think could be fire. Or maroon. A maroon would be sick.
Yeah.
Red's my favorite color. So that. But I want people to have a good time. Dance party, 100%. I would be happy to lead that. The third part.
Where would it be?
Where I will say, probably not a destination wedding, somewhere super far away. I want people to be able to make it affordably and be able to do it and come. So I will say probably somewhere neutral, near home. Or in between the places I've grown up, because I've moved around a little bit. So somewhere in the middle, I'd say. Yeah.
That's cool.
What do you got?
I got I say this, and the wife is ultimately going to have the final say, because weddings right? Like, it's typical that the female and the female's parents usually has some say with, like,
for sure.
But who knows what can happen. So anyways,
but if you had it,
if I had to go my own way, I would say big wedding for sure. You want to invite all the family. You want to invite the friends that deserve to be there, that, you know, have been friends with you for a while and been through those up and downs with you. So definitely a big. What was the second question?
What kind of vibe?
Oh yeah, crazy vibe for sure. I'm one to dance. Like, when I'm pulling up to a wedding, I need a good DJ. Number one, there's some DJ, like, if you're pulling up to a party and you're playing like Cake by the Ocean, bro, like. Like, I will walk up to the DJ and be like, what you got next, my mans? Because it is not the vibe. So it's going to have some dancing. I'm definitely going to get into some choreography with my wife like in advance to make sure we're busting it down, keeping it real. So that's definitely, you know, going to be a part of the plan. And then I'd like to go somewhere cool for my wedding. And I hope, you know, I'd be at a place in my life where it's not somewhere crazy. And I'm not saying it has to be like somewhere far away, like Florida or California, but I think it would be cool to have a wedding somewhere unique or like in a really cool area. So wherever that venue is, like, I don't want to limit myself to just my area. And I feel like the older we get, you know, it's like a celebration. Like, I feel like for some of the people that you see at your wedding, that's maybe the only time you see them, you know, like once or twice a year. So it's kind of like,
for sure,
it can be a big deal. And some people like want to have smaller things. I think that's totally cool, but I would love to have it like somewhere special, like a real memory, and not just like, you know, you're going down the street to some like barn or whatever. Like, I want it to be somewhere memorable.
You don't want to have it at like Legends.
Legends Thursday.
College bar. So you don't want your after party to be there.
Nah. Another topic of convo we'll get into quickly for the fans. I know we got some. Shout out to y'all that follow the YouTube channel, and shout out to all y'all that follow my man Vic on all his platforms. We just played in a really cool triples grass volleyball tournament. We'll recap it real quick for y'all, for the viewers. Little tournament in Woodbridge, Virginia, right?
Yeah, triples tournament.
You, me, and Roger. Great little combination there.
Good trio.
How did we do? Well, tell me about the day from your perspective.
It was fun. I had a blast. It was a nice day. Couldn't have asked for better weather. Great group of people that were out there. Not too many teams. It was just the right amount. I think there were 7 teams. And we placed first out of everyone, which was awesome. I think we did really well in pool play. I hadn't played volleyball in like a year, so it took like the first match to get into it.
But it didn't take this man long before
the cannon came out.
He was right back to his usual self. Banging balls. Bah, bah, bah. Banging balls.
Oh, dude, it was sick. Yeah, so we won pool, came out in first place, and then playoffs started. We had to bye the first game, so we rested. Won the semifinals, and then in the finals, came up against one of the teams we played. One of the other great teams there. 2 pretty tall guys that were hard swingers, and then the third was a
big
girl
swingers.
who was like pretty savvy on defense. So it was tough, but it was an awesome day.
It was a great day. Couldn't have asked for better. Took a little money home, so second place for our first tournament of the season.
Yeah.
We're not going to complain to that.
It was a great start.
There'll be plenty more this year, plenty more content, sports, all that good stuff. So
for sure,
we'll just get better and better as we go.
That's it. Yeah. That was fun. What were we talking about today at dinner? I feel like we had some good combos. College.
Some
legends reminded me of
some
stuff.
topics of conversation
Yeah.
that we were breaking down in the DMs.
Yo, DMs. You ever DM'd a girl on like Instagram?
Yeah.
But like, was it successful?
I don't think I've ever like cold DM'd a girl.
Okay.
Like,
yeah,
met her and then like first message out the gate is like, I want to go out with you. I think that is borderline
I think the odds are slim
sociopathic
for most people of that being like successful, like a cold DM.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I'm sure it happens, but like successful meet up and whatnot.
I don't know. I think the DM is all about the setup. So you got to put yourself in a good situation and be in cahoots with that person before you're hitting those DMs. And the timing is everything.
Yeah, one thing I see like on dating apps, some girls are putting their bio like, not on here often, DM me on Instagram. And I'm like, really? Like, you want me to just show up on your Instagram? You don't even know who I am. Like, and you expect to like receive DMs and hit it off? That just baffles me.
Yeah.
I don't know.
The internet's a crazy place sometimes.
Hit my DMs.
But yeah, you gotta shoot your shot. I'll definitely say that. Whether it's DMs, whether it's sliding up on stories, whether it's calling them up on the phone. Sometimes it takes a little liquid luck, a little liquid courage.
Yeah.
This guy busted it down on the dance floor yesterday, doing some karaoke style with a random stranger. Took a little tequila in the system, but this man got it done like no one I've ever seen before. And that, like, you got to put yourself in those situations. You can't say no when that happens. You got to go out there, just do it.
Yeah, send that message that you don't want to send to someone because you're nervous.
Yeah,
send it. Just absolutely send it. Yeah, get a little liquid courage and send it.
Yeah. So we're pro send.
Pro send.
Anti.
Shout out to Nelk. Yeah. What were you gonna say? Anti what?
I was trying to think of.
Pro send.
I was trying to think of an antonym of send.
We're pro send, but we're anti. Anti bums.
Yeah, I'm pro bum.
But I mean bum like don't be a bum. Send the DM.
Okay, we need to make a new word for not sending. Maybe like
unsend.
Maybe like
pro send.
Maybe like wrench.
Don't be a wrench.
Because you just
don't be a wrench and
yeah, don't be a wrench, bro.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about music for a second. If you were a song, what song would you be?
Baby, I just don't get it. Do you enjoy being hurt? I know you smell the perfume on his shirt.
Okay.
I don't know. That's just a good song, but it's not mine. I don't know.
What's your song? If you were a song,
what represents me?
Yeah.
And if they're like, "Hey, meet Victor," but this is Victor in a song.
Every time someone meets you, this song starts to play. That would be sick. Like every time you came and like shook someone's hand and met them for the first time, like this song was playing in the background, like your walkout song.
Yeah, okay. Oh man, so many options.
There are a lot of options, but okay, you don't have to answer.
I don't know. I mean, I can give you like.
Just give me like one you're thinking of right now. It doesn't have to be like your final answer forever.
I'd probably throw like a John Mayer song in, only because like it's like
a groovy,
chill, groovy, like
good vibes,
kickback, like
matches you well.
I think that's me.
Yeah, I would agree.
What about you?
I would say I would say something by Morgan Wallen because I feel like I can relate to a lot of his music and puts me in such a good mood, and it reminds me a lot of who I am as an individual.
Yeah. That's dope.
If one came to mind right now, it would be The Way I Talk by Morgan Wallen. Certified banger, 7 days a week, $9.99. Yeah, The Way I Talk. So, sounds a little bit like my mama. I don't... Well, nope, that was not the right lyric.
I don't know what.
It's all right.
I don't know. I couldn't like it. I would have been like, yeah, that's the lyric. I don't know the lyric. But.
Have you ever done Name That Lyric game before? Name that song.
Yeah, name that song.
Lyric.
I've done. Yeah, name the song I've done. I feel like. I mean, yeah.
They used to have them a ton at our school, and they'd give out gift cards for.
Albernia?
Yeah, they used to do them a lot, and I would always like get up to. I'd get like a gift card or two. I'd never win like the final prize, but
yeah,
I definitely made some money in college from some of those events, which blessed.
Yeah, it's funny. Freshman year, you like sometimes see these events when you start, and you're like, I don't want to go. This is lame. And then like the more you're in college, the more you want to go to stuff because like it's a good time. When you meet people, it's a good time. I feel like that's how I was throughout college. That was kind of a phase.
Yeah, that's not a phase, Mom. Did you go through any phases when you were growing up?
Yeah, I mean, hair. One thing being like my hair. When Justin Bieber got big, I like grew it out really long, and like it was down. I threw it all to one side. And
oh yeah,
I thought that was crazy cool.
The Bieber flow.
Still a big Bieber fan. Shout out to him.
I'm a big Bieber fan.
He's dope, and I see videos of him with like paparazzi and stuff. I feel bad. He just gets tormented by them.
It's a rough life coming up in fame and popularity from your adolescence when you're trying to figure everything out, and they're dissecting.
Yeah, I mean, he was so young. If you think about it,
they're dissecting every part of your life from what you eat to what you eat for breakfast to every single time you decide to go to the gym. Like
you breathe, you feel me breathing.
Yeah. Back to the pickle juice.
Yeah. Not sponsor break. Oh, Aquafina. We be fina for the Aquafina.
Yeah. What's that?
Let's talk about brands. We go through like different categories. Favorite brands of stuff.
Yeah, I like that.
We already hit on water, so.
What about cars? What's your top two car brands that if you had to switch vehicles tomorrow, maybe not the car, but maybe a brand that you'd be like, oh, this is something that I'd be interested in.
Something class.
Right away.
Porsche. And
Porsche.
Porsche would be my top, no doubt. A second one, maybe like I feel like Audis are nice. Be a nice daily driver. How about you?
Yeah. Different reasons for mine. Why can't I talk? The seats in that car were the most comfortable seats I've ever been in.
In the Jeep?
Yes, dude. Every time I was driving a lot. I was driving from Atlanta down to southern Georgia, and the seats were incredible. Wow. I didn't want to get out of there. I was upset when I had to leave the car. They were so comfortable. The car was really nice, and I really thought if this car wasn't $65,000, I would probably consider getting it for my next vehicle. Yeah. So Jeep would be number one, just because of that car and that experience. And two would be Dodge Ram. It's kind of the same bucket They're kind of in the same realm of brands there.
Dodges are pretty sweet.
Yeah, I had a
Ford,
Dodge.
Chevy, all of them.
I had a Dodge, and that was my first car. My first car for me in high school, and I love that thing. Like I drove it everywhere. I did the most in that thing.
Nothing like an American made.
Yeah, so just a brand like dependable and did me well when I was growing up. So something I would definitely go back to if I was switching vehicles. But definitely love the luxury brands too, and definitely would try both those as well.
Yeah, I mean, no shot I could do those, but afford those. But I think American Muscles
not yet, bro.
Pretty sweet.
Not yet.
I mean, right now, today,
in a couple months.
Give me a week. Give me 1 week, and I'll make it happen.
Let's say you knew you had 2 more weeks to live. What would be 2 things outside of like family and everything like that, like just pure life experience that you would made sure that you made a way, or you found a way to make it happen?
I would want to go skydiving, and because I'd want to leave Earth for a little and go skydiving and see what that's like. I've always wanted to do it, but I'd probably train. You can do it quickly to like do it on your own. You can take classes, and like I think within a week you can actually fly on your own if you do a certain amount of hours, obviously. But I'd want to do it on my own and see what that's like. Just experience that thrill.
Yeah,
for sure. It's like that thrill of like knowing the danger behind it, but at the same time, like you probably come away with like a whole new perspective on certain things. Yeah,
that's definitely on my list as well. But definitely like something I hope happens in the next couple of years, for sure. Like something I'm like actively like thinking about, like. I definitely want to do that.
Yeah.
But something I would pick for if I knew my life was, dwindling and I had 1 more week to live or 2 more weeks to live, I would say I would want to. It's harder to think right on the spot. Again, probably something like I'm a pretty experience driven person, so something that I've never done before, like something cool, like going somewhere internationally, like visiting like the Great Wall of China or somewhere like just elite that once in a lifetime experience, and at that point just spend the money you got, whatever it is, just make the most of that experience.
For sure. Travel is always important. That's a good one to do. Yeah. There's some thrill seekers out there, let me tell you. We think we do thrilling things from time to time.
We don't.
It doesn't even compare.
We don't, man. We got to get out there.
That's wild. Yeah, well, it's got a different purpose. No doubt. No cap. I don't have a cap currently. No cap zone.
Well,
what else we hit on right now?
We could talk about what's like a good theme for what we've been talking about so far. With something else we can hit.
Oh, we could. Hit on more brands, but I don't know. I got a question for you.
Go ahead, hit me.
Does a straw have 1 hole or 2 holes?
Straw has 2 holes.
Why?
Because it has 2 sides to it.
Okay.
And if you had 2 people, you would be able to suck from both sides.
Not one.
Yo.
I'm just saying, if I have a straw right here,
That's something else to think about.
if I had a straw right here and there was liquid in the straw,
Right.
and someone wanted it on this side, they could, and someone wanted it on that
If they
side.
both wanted it on different sides,
Yeah.
they could get it.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Okay.
Okay, what do you think?
I see both sides. I see how that's valid.
So you see both sides.
I see both sides. I see how they could both get it from both sides. Get it.
All right.
But
so you're pro two sides.
Pro two sides. But the other one is, like, if you look at a hole, like in the ground, you stumble upon a hole in the ground, like. Wait, what was my original question? What did I ask?
A straw, bro. A straw is not a hole in the ground.
Okay, yeah. If you see one hole, and you look down, like, you don't see two holes. You're looking at one hole. Same as a straw. If you look at a straw from one end, all you see is one hole. You don't see like a second hole.
Yeah, but we're talking about straws here, and we're not talking about holes. You said a straw.
How many holes does a straw have?
Yeah,
Same
you can't. You can't compare a straw to a hole. If you're asking about a straw,
They're both hollow. Sometimes.
a hole in the ground is not hollow.
Sometimes.
The bottom is the ground.
If you dig it, it is.
If you dig it. If you dig it until oblivion, maybe it has two holes. I don't know. It has a straw has two holes. A straw has two holes. Just book it. End of story.
Okay. Yeah, I'll take that side.
Would you rather be a giraffe for the rest of your life or have size 18 feet?
Wow. So I'm at 12, 18. It'd be like right here. Oh man, I would take the 18 feet probably. Wait, feet or size 18 shoes? That's
size 18 feet.
Okay, I'd take size 18 shoes because I could still do most other human activities. But if you're a giraffe, like, that might be cool for a bit. But if you transition from a human to a giraffe and you knew that, I think I'd feel trapped and, like, I don't know.
I feel like I'd be free, no rent.
Yeah, but everything you left behind.
You still know them.
Yeah,
You'd just be
I guess so.
like a house giraffe.
Where would you live, in a house?
Yeah, I would.
That would be cool if you could do it, but that is.
I just tell my
awesome.
mom, like,
You cut a hole in the roof, Mom.
yeah,
You'd be like,
I live outside.
what's up?
I don't know.
I don't know what sounds does a giraffe make. I don't know. You ever?
They just have long tongues.
Yeah, I've pet a giraffe before.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah. Progress to becoming a giraffe, I guess. Yeah, his name was Larry.
I have an uncle named Larry.
Really?
Yeah.
Does he give off giraffe qualities?
I guess you could. Well, I don't know that many qualities about a giraffe other than they're tall and are they even calm?
I think so.
They could be ferocious. Don't they like bat their necks at each other?
Yeah.
To like
Yeah.
flirt? Or is that for fighting?
Imagine. That would be crazy. Like, yo, you're sexy.
Oh man. All right. So we're out here in Washington, D.C., and it's a great place to live, but we're trying to find a way to continue to meet cool people like ourselves. So how can we do that? What do you think? Let's make this not only a podcast where we're just talking about topics, but we're also challenging ourselves to do something. So next time when we come back, we can say, hey, we met this many people, we did this, and that. How do you think we can do that?
I mean, joining groups is probably one way to go. There's an app called Meetup. I've heard good things about that. You can like get specific on like groups that you're interested in. That's cool. I know there's like videography and photography people out there in those. I don't know. I've heard some people use Bumble, BFF. I don't know how that would go, but I've heard that. Sports, absolutely. But if we're talking like something we haven't done, we should maybe focus on that. Like, what are things we haven't done to meet people that we could? I'd say Meetup would be one.
Meetup, that's a good idea.
We could find a group. Maybe like we challenge ourselves within that. Like, not videography. Maybe
let's meet some people in some other area that we haven't. So maybe not in like a Volo league or.
Yeah.
Not
it was like
at the bar.
Yeah.
Maybe it's somewhere else. And that's our challenge. Until next time. Until the next pod, we're going to find a way to meet some people. Yeah. Whether it's putting up a sign and putting the camera on and saying, hey,
dude with a sign,
we want to be friends. Will you be our friend? I think that would work.
Yeah. Will you be our friend?
We might get some looks. But we're out here serving looks. I think I've gotten funnier over the past like 5 to 10 years.
I think yes. I think I have too in the past like 30 minutes. I noticed a tremendous increase.
Yeah.
I don't know. No, I would agree. I think so. I think that's true.
Do you ever like catch yourself like doing something real funny and you're like, you just got to appreciate it?
Yeah, I take some inspiration from Theo Von.
You bring up a good point. It's crazy how the people that you watch on social media and on TV and on your Netflix shows, how much of an impact they have on like how you talk and how you act. Because I'll catch myself like every once in a while, like impersonating Theo or like saying something he would say or like,
bro, like, dude, there was some funny stuff that man says.
You
have one on top of your head?
He'll be like,
I got one.
Man, one time in my hometown, there was a guy named Ricky. Ricky liked feet. You know about people that like feet, man. He want to touch them. Well, I'm not going to say no to someone touching my feet. Bro, he just be ripping someone random's name off the rip.
Ricky?
Yeah.
Ricky Bobby. He's good.
It takes a certain level of skill to think on your feet like that all the time, which is kind of what he does. And he's talented for it.
Yeah, I mean, he also says, like, he doesn't have a filter.
No.
And that's the part where, like, some people draw lines. Like, we wouldn't talk to everyone the way he does, but it seems like the way he talks like that to everyone. So like it doesn't matter. Like you hear it.
Yeah, it's just him.
Self.
We're out here being ourselves too. It's just the funny parts come out sometimes off camera. We're trying to hammer them down on camera.
Oh man, dude, I know, and it's also 10:52 on a Sunday night.
All right. Well,
just giving reason for like what you just said.
What did I just say?
I don't know. Like about how like being funny, like humorous, like I don't know what I'm getting at.
Okay.
Anyways, I'm
gonna make a call real quick. Which I think is pretty funny.
All right. I think this comes to the end of this Sunday night. pod.
Wraps up our episode. Thanks for tuning in as always. Let us know below what you all want to see next. We're diving into the juiciest topics out there on the market where you can find your water. And thanks for tuning in.
Oh, there goes my battery. Well, thank you for tuning in.
And we'll see y'all next time. Peace.